And we have joining us in the studio is the Assistant Corps Commander, Babatunde Agbaje, the Unit Commander, RS-219, Ikorodu. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to see you.
My pleasure, please.
All right. Now, the basic thing, in fact, that question we asked there, enlightenment every year from August towards September and then October, like you say, this is not an enforcement period, it's an enlightenment period. But how effective are all of this enlightenment that you carry out every year?
Well, good morning, viewers. I want to believe that the enlightenment as put together by the Federal Road Safety Corps has actually been yielding. If you check the trend of crashes in the few years, you discover that we have been recording kind of this downward trend. It's not as it used to be. Now, if you look at the Ember month, just like you said in your introduction, it's not just only the Xmas that we foresee. We see beyond the Xmas. If you look at Ember months, from the month of September to the month of December, to people, that is the Ember month. But for Federal Road Safety, it extends up to January.
Okay.
Now,
why does it extend to January?
Good. The reason is we know that when people go for Christmas, some extend to New Year, and by 2nd, 3rd, 4th, some start returning.
Okay.
So until
the roads are busy.
Yes, the roads are still busy. Until we see everyone returned, that's when we now, on our own, we now believe that we have done a good job. So we wait until 15th before our Ember month ends.
Okay.
So
That's
our
15th
Ember month,
of January.
yes, of January. Our Ember month does not end in December.
Okay.
It extends because we must ensure that everybody returns safely to wherever they came from.
Okay.
And let me try to kind of say this. In the month of September, or let me say in the Ember month, there are a lot of activities that we, from our research, we have discovered contribute so much to increase in traffic, not crashes now, in traffic. Now, if you look at the month of September, that month is characterized with resumption, first-time resumption of schools. And you expect parents to drop their children in schools, moving from one part of the country to the other. And with this, we know that that is when the work begins. So we begin to kind of factor out ways through which we can ensure that while you move your kids from wherever to another location, that you do it safely and you return them safely.
Okay, I wonder if you have accurate data to actually support, in response to the question that Mike just asked. You know, all this Ember months awareness over time, how much difference really has it made? Do you have accurate data to actually support that? And really, to what extent, does the state of Nigerian roads affect road crashes? No matter how careful you are as a driver, the roads don't seem to help.
Good. Let me pick you up from there. Let me kind of cite an analogy.
Yes.
Now, let me say that when you have a good road and you have a bad driver, what result do you intend to get?
A good road, bad driver?
And a bad driver.
Okay.
So you have not really done anything because one, you have still not averted crashes. A bad road and good driver is, I can still assure you that there will still be safe driving. You understand what I mean? Now, we know the condition of roads in Nigeria today, and one of the things that FRSC do is that we make recommendations to the government on roads. And I believe the Corps has been doing very well on that. And of course we know the economic condition of a country. But why the road still, is still in the same structure that it is today, I still believe that when we have good attitude from drivers, we can still record no crashes.
Can you really have good drivers in a country where you hardly have driving schools?
We have driving schools.
There are driving schools.
Really? We have driving schools, yeah, we do.
Compared to the population of 170 million Nigerians,
now, I need to
how many driving schools do we have? Take Lagos, for example.
Now, let me quickly say this, that I'm a unit commander. I won't be speaking for the sector commander, who happens to be the one in charge of the whole of Lagos State. Neither will I be speaking for my commercial, who happens to be the overall head.
Yes.
But meanwhile, as an officer of a corps, I know some things, and I know definitely that we have driving schools that are actually working up to capacity. Now, one thing you need to know is this, that these driving schools are now integrated to the portal of FRSC.
Okay.
Now, the drivers we are training now, you might not be seeing the effect as it is today, but we're believing that in the next few years, we'll begin to see the effects. You understand? Now, for a driver to actually be qualified to drive on Nigerian road today, one, you must be known by FRSC through the FRSC driving school portal. Now, the day you approach a driving school, the very first thing is that they log you onto FRSC portal. Now, we have that knowledge that you are becoming a driver on Nigerian road. Now, for every session of classes you attend, it is logged on to the portal. So we can actually count. You are in classroom today, you were there yesterday, you were there 2 days ago, like that. And by the time you count 26 days, the certificate you get is not from the driving school.
Okay.
It comes directly from the FRSC.
Okay.
That's from the federal government. Now, it drops into your email address as an intending driver. Now, from that point, you proceed to go and make your driver's license. Now, the moment you call up your information on driver's license information portal, the very first thing you see are those information from the driving school. Well, first of all, that's what greets you.
Okay.
That you are being a recognized intending driver, known by FRSC. So all you just need to do is, those information you didn't fill while you are filling your forms in the driving school, you will be required to update them. So we know we have a system in place that is actually taking care of good behaviors. I mean, good drivers. We are building good drivers for Nigerians.
Now, how about driving schools that may not be registered, but they would have taught someone how to drive? How about them? Anyone who goes to a school like that for training and it is not registered with or approved by FRSC, what happens in that case? Because an intending driver wouldn't know, are you approved by FRSC? You wouldn't know.
Well, I want to believe that the corps is actually doing something. And don't forget that it's not just only the corps. There's a committee working on that.
Okay.
That involves even the State Commissioner for Transportation, like that. So I want to believe that the corps is actually working towards ensuring that nobody that is not registered actually trains anybody as a school. And we've been talking about Ember months and what should happen during the Ember months.
What are the
I don't want us to
measures?
digress. I don't want us to digress. I don't want us to digress
it's
from
our
that.
call. We decide what.
No, exactly. But because the point there is
We'll come to that.
people who are watching from home want to use opportunity to learn these things, because there are so many. Because I met someone recently who said that he wouldn't know which driving school is approved and not approved. So what are the implications if he go? So people are there watching and they want to know.
Please let them go to FRSC site.
Okay.
www.frc.gov.ng, gov.ng. Now, on that site, they are going to see the approved driving schools. When they click on
Look
it,
at
they
the
see
list of driving schools in
see,
Lagos.
according to states, according to
All
local
right.
governments.
I'm sure that information is very, very useful.
vital.
So let's come to safety measures. What should a road driver, a driver do to protect himself, of course, his family, during this Ember months and beyond?
Good. During this Ember month, we actually envisage that there's going to be a lot of movements from one point to the other. Now, the first thing the driver should do is plan your trip. Plan your trip. The best time to plan your trip is not when you are 2 days to the day, to the day you want to embark on it. For people that want to go on Xmas break, the best time to plan is now.
Okay.
Now, begin to check your tires, begin to check this. If you know you need tires, don't wait. You can begin to buy now. And
or save money to buy.
Yes,
So
you understand. So the thing is that you need to save and buy. And don't ever travel on bad tires, because you can't actually tell what can happen. Now, one thing that we have realized is that people travel in a hurry. And I think it's better for people to travel when it is only necessary. It's better to travel when it is only necessary. It is not every time we'll be on the road. The number of times we'll be on the road, you are always at risk. Because you might be careful, somebody else is not careful. So that means that it is better you travel when you feel that it is extremely necessary. And for you drivers, the planning that I said should begin now involves you checking your engine, checking your wipers, checking your lights, checking all those things, and begin to fix them one after the other. For a vehicle that has not traveled for over 2 years, and because you are planning to go for Xmas, it is not the best time to put that vehicle in good shape and start traveling. Okay. It hasn't traveled for a very long time. You understand?
Just to check a lot of things.
A lot of people want to, because we must be in our villages and the rest of it. So,
all right. Now that you're carrying out enlightenment, when will enforcement? Because in our introduction, we said that one of the biggest challenges is disobedience. So when will the enforcement begin, and how effective will that be?
Now, I think I want to start by saying that the enforcement is on daily basis. Now, I won't close my eyes to someone that I know will actually cause hazard to another person. Definitely, I must have to kind of bring the arms of the law on the person. Yeah. Now, but we do more of enlightenment now. Reason being that we know that people are anxious. And part of the enlightenment, that what we have added to it is that we know the economic situation of a country. We talk to people. I want to believe that many people don't know that FRSA carries out something we call free vehicle safety check. Okay. Free vehicle safety check.
So people can always drive to your office or
please
your
check this vehicle. What and what do I need to do? What and what do I need to do on this vehicle?
That's a good one.
You understand? Don't wait until when you are apprehended, you are accosted, or you are arrested before you start saying that. I will give you an instance. About 2 days ago, in my command, a vehicle was arrested, and the owner got angry. Why would you be arresting this vehicle? You've arrested this vehicle twice in a month. I told the woman, I said, come, we have so many offenses a vehicle can be arrested for. Now, you are arrested for tire today. The other time you are arrested for something else. Now, let's do free vehicle safety check on your vehicle.
So you won't be arrested
so that you won't be arrested next time. And what we'll do is we issue you a receipt, a kind of a ticket, listing out the things you will need to do to put the vehicle in good shape. Now, that will become a kind of a track list. You begin to check, I've done this, you tick it off. I've done this, you tick it off. So people should
all right, I wish we had enough time really to look at the issue of new bad tires. That you're buying new tires is no guarantee that the tires are actually good. But very quickly, because I'm troubled by this one. Okay. Do you train BRT drivers?
We do training for all categories of drivers.
Including BRT?
Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you. We'll have to look at that. So much. Assistant Corps Commander Babatokwe Agbaje, Unit Commander RS-219, Ikorodu. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you again because the enlightenment continues.
There's so much to talk about, so we'll have opportunities to talk more as we get along.
I'll be at your service anytime.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Okay, let's go on a break and then we come back to dwell on the next topic now. Stay with us on TVC Breakfast.